What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to go over what to do when a negative thought comes up and how I react to it and what helps me get over these thoughts. So, negative thoughts are something we're all going to face. We're human beings and it's part of our experience here on earth. And, it's nice to have a few tips to whip out for when these things actually come up. So, my biggest thing is to remember that I'm human. I'm going to have these thoughts and to cut myself some slack, okay? Not holding myself accountable or not feeling bad when these thoughts come up. My second biggest thing is remembering also that I'm not my body, okay? I'm not my brain also. I'm my spirit. I'm spirit that's observing all these things, okay? And I have to remember that. We all have to remember that on a daily basis because we get so caught up in the human experience that we forget that these are all temporary. This flesh, this vehicle, it's going to die soon. Um, but our spirit, our energy, it never dies. It goes on. Whatever you choose to believe happens, happens. I'm not going to get too into that. But our energy does not die. It's here forever. And remembering that, that's who we are. We're not this flesh. We're not this brain. We're the observer of it all. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to observe. So part of observing is having these thoughts, having these types of things come up. And again, just understanding that that's part of being human. Okay, it doesn't make you a bad person. It's part of being human. So again, separating myself and connecting myself back to spirit. That's another big thing that I do. Another thing that I'll also do is not try to stop it. I know this might sound weird to many people, but I'm not going to try and stop a thought because when I do that, I'm adding more resistance. I'm not allowing these thoughts to pass through, to move through me. When I have a negative thought and I say to myself or I tell myself to cut that out, what that's doing is that's adding more energy to that thought. I'm now taking more energy from myself and I'm investing that more into that thought. Excuse me. So I'm investing more of my energy into a thought that I don't want to be there already. So how does that work? By me investing more energy, that's just making that thought stronger and stronger, and it's just becoming realer and realer. So what I'm not going to do is try to stop these thoughts. What I'm going to do is, after I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and accept that thought for what it is, I just allow it to pass. I don't add any more flame to the fire. Okay? So how do I allow it to pass? By just trying to understand it. Maybe seeing where it's coming from, what's, provoking it. But all in all you have to do is just remove yourself from the driver's seat, put yourself in the passenger seat, and just observe. Okay, that's the biggest tool that we have. I can't stress it enough, is to observe. And when you just observe these thoughts, you'd be so surprised at how quickly they pass. Because you're not feeding them. Okay, they live off of your energy. So when you don't give them energy, they pass real quick. Okay? And this is with all thoughts. And you'll learn this the more you meditate. It's a great way to silence your mind by sitting there, closing your eyes, and just observing each thought, allowing all thoughts to come through and to pass. Okay? Because the biggest thing is when you don't allow these thoughts to pass, when you ignore them, or whatever you do that doesn't work, when you don't allow these thoughts to pass, you hold on to them. And what that does is it keeps them inside of you. And these thoughts will then manifest in your life, in your everyday life, into much worse things. So what you need to do is you need to face your thoughts. You need to get yourself ready, go one-on-one and face your thoughts, face your demons. Okay, drag them out of you. Because when you don't, you're just pushing them down. You're just ignoring them, and they're just getting stuffed inside you somewhere to again be manifested later on in your life. So what you have to do overall is remember you're human, close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and Don't tell yourself to stop these thoughts. Don't try to stop them. Just allow them to move through you. Now, of course, you don't want to act on these thoughts. You don't want to do anything that you're going to regret. My advice is to sit down, go into a quiet space, maybe light a candle, shut the lights off, and just sit there and be present with these thoughts. Because, like I said, once you stop feeding them, you'd be surprised at how quickly they pass. And your day goes on, life continues, and you turn into a much more beautiful person. Thanks for watching.